What it do, everybody? This is going to be a collective read. A collective. I am at the lake, and I said, what I'm gonna do is get these reads in by the water, where energy lies, and we're gonna do a collective. We're gonna talk about money. Okay, we're gonna talk about money. That's where we at. We on money. You got money problems. They got money coming. What's popping? We gonna see. We finna see. Spirit guides, ancestors, universe, what do you have for the collective today? We talking about money. Y'all, it's so nice out here. People be tripping about Lake Lanier. I lives. Every summer I'm at this lake. I lives. You just gotta be respectful. You gotta understand how we got here. That part, that piece. All right, what you got for them? Fear of failure. You're a creator. You're an influencer. So I either am assuming that you want to be a creator and influencer, but you have fear of failure, or you are already a creator and an influencer, but you are scared of failure. Promotion. Conditioning. Okay, so you have to promote yourself in life, but you've been conditioned to believe that you have to wait. You have to wait on these things that bring you money. And you don't have to wait on nobody's conditioning. You don't have to wait on nobody's, you don't have to wait on nobody's approval to get a promotion in life. Okay, the conditioning you have currently is saying that you can only get this promotion, you can only be a creator or an influencer if someone else says it, and that's not true. You daydream about it. You daydream about evolving your life. You daydream about being a creator. You daydream about being an influencer. You've had loss in the past that makes you also scared of failure. Like you've tried some shit before and it didn't quite work out, and so you went back to a boring job. You got to make the right decisions though. And when I say the right decisions is, if you want to be a creator, create. If you want to be an influencer, influence. You're worried about the size of the crowd. You need to worry about you. The people will come. You got to be innovative. You got to be innovative. Okay? You can't copy. Part of being a creator is creating. What haven't we seen? What haven't we experienced? Or if there's something that has already been done, how can you put your spin on it? What do you have that influences people? You got to dive into yourself so that you can give yourself the promotion. Okay? The only fear of failure is you. That's you. And even with loss, you got to keep going. You can't quit. See, the last time you started something and it didn't go well, you quit. You can't do that. Freedom of location. You want to be able to work from wherever. And you can do that, but you got to crank it off so it can be a thing. You got to crank it off to be a thing. Let me give you an example. I'm at the lake, creating, influencing. Okay? That's where I'm at. I'm at the lake with my son, doing this read, because I said I want to give that. So it's a matter of you getting up to do it. The people will come. The money will come. Retirement. If you bet on yourself, you can have the retirement from being a creator and an influencer. But you got to remove the fear. You got to remove the fear. If you don't remove the fear, you'll never get to the retirement. You'll never get to the retirement from your own hands. Let's see. Or you have the Magician in reverse. You really don't feel creative. You don't feel like your abracadabra works. You don't feel it. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you feel like you're sacrificing your own needs to avoid the conflict that you have with someone that has an issue with you wanting to be a creator and an influencer. So you're not getting any cooperation. You're not even getting any celebration. It's a lot of bickering. Okay, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. So you're in a dynamic with someone that believes you being a creator and an influencer is not even realistic, which is why you're not getting their cooperation with you. And there's a disconnect between you and this person because of what you would like to do. That's where the conditioning comes from, because you're looking for approval from this individual, and that ain't where the approval comes from. You're scared to fail because you don't want to hear this person's mouth. All right, you have the King of Pentacles, but you were bred for it. You were bred for it. You just got to lay the foundation. Create consistency, which breeds discipline. Have a routine in place that you do every single day, and you'll get there. It's not that you don't have the mindset. You're just in a dynamic that doesn't allow for that type of thinking, that type of big in life. You have the Page of Cups in reverse. You have a creative block, but your creative block is there because you're in a constant state of disconnect with your partner. So you're fighting more for the positioning, which has you blocked creatively. You're fighting with this person to be a creator and an influencer. And when you get the opportunity to do it, like when you get them 5 or 10 minutes to create, you're blocked. That's because you spent your time arguing. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You were built for this. You are the source. You are already wealthy, okay? But you have to take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself, your creative juices will come back. And you have the Hangman. You got to surrender to your life. You have to surrender to your life. No one else's life, but your life. You got to surrender to your life, because if you do not, what you believe you can do, which is the creator and influencer, is not going to happen. And when you surrender, that fear of failure will go away. You have the Strength card in reverse. Your spirit is broken. You feel inadequate. But you have the Star. You are that motherfucker. You are that bitch. You it. You just don't know it. One more. You have the Tower. If you continue on with this person, they're going to burn your whole shit down. And then you'll never become a creator or an influencer. You will be so torn down spiritually that you won't make it to a creator or an influencer. It's just not going to happen. One more. You have the Empress. You're destined for it. You know, the Empress embodies everything beauty, everything divine feminine energy. The Empress is abundant, resourceful, very mature, very rational, very fertile, which means you can just grow things. But you will never get to Empress, entertaining a relationship that prevents you from being what you desire to be, which is a creator and influencer. So that was extremely specific. I don't know who that is for, so if it resonates, great, and if it don't, I'm sorry. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Deuce.